The shocking toll of the English domestic rugby season was revealed on Monday with the Aviva Premiership poised to adopt a zero-tolerance approach to high tackles to stem an alarming rise in concussions. Figures released on Monday showed that concussion was the most commonly reported match injury for the sixth season in succession, making up 22% of all injuries. Injuries requiring more than a 3 months recovery time were also at an all-time high. There were an average of 4 injuries per match last season with an average recovery time of 32 days. For the first time, hamstring injuries and concussion feature in the top 3 injuries reported in the league. In January of last year, World Rugby issued new directives for punishing high tackles in a bid to combat the worrying increase in concussions. The most high-profile recent case was Sonny Bill Williams's red card for a shoulder charge into Anthony Watson's head during the second test of last summer's British and Irish Lions tour of New Zealand. But that directive have not had the desired effect in the Premiership, and the Rugby Chiefs now want even tougher sanctions on high tackles. From the data we've got, last season, that sanction hasn't resulted in our game in a reduction in concussion risk, said Dr. Simon Kemp, the RFU's Medical Services Director, on Monday. It might have been different in other unions, but in our game it hasn't yet changed anything, and that's something that we highlight in the action plan because if we are serious about zero tolerance for head injuries, we need to be confident that we can show that that is actually happening. And that is the aim. Zero tolerance. Monday's findings were published in the Professional Rugby Injury Surveillance Project, PRISP, jointly commissioned by the Rugby Football Union, Premiership Rugby and the Rugby Players Association, which reported injury data for the 2016-17 season. The Premiership is regarded as one of the most grueling and physical leagues in the global game, but the report's findings will prove a sobering read. England and Saracens star Billy Vunipola, who has suffered 3 serious injuries in the past 18 months, has warned of the issue of player burnout this season. "I didn't enjoy being on the surgery table twice in 1 year and that's supposed to be deemed as normal," Vunipola told the BBC last September. "So something probably needs to change, or the players will just burn out." Reading Monday's findings, Vunipola's fears are well-founded.